What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. I wanted to say Wednesday, but I forgot. Yeah, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope all of you are having a great day so far. Before I get into this GH video, okay, here's the thing about this video yesterday. I did the Days of Our Lives video yesterday. I did it as a test to see. I wanted to see something. And yesterday when I uploaded it, the views were crazy. So I woke up this morning, I go on YouTube and I see the views from the Days of Our Lives video that I did yesterday, and I compare them to the views of my General Hospital video yesterday. It was bananas. I have 990 views on the Days of Our Lives video yesterday and 212 views on the General Hospital video yesterday. I was like, wow, that put a lot of insight into things. It put a lot of things into perspective for me personally. So it got me to thinking about something, but I'll clear all that out later. Anyway, let me get into this GH video. Okay. So where do I start? It's a lot going on today's episode. Molly, Rafe, Lucy Co are at Alexis's house. They're all happy that Rafe is staying in Port Charles. Blah blah. You know I ain't happy about this bullshit. So they decide to do a prayer for Danny and to hope that he comes around. And that he gets through his chemo with flying colors. Shawn comes to the door looking for Alexis, but Alexis is at the hospital with Sam. So him and Lucy Co start talking. And she starts telling him what a good guardian he is and how much she likes TJ and how TJ talks about him. And, you know, Shawn is pretty much thinking about the Olivia situation. So he leaves. And at the hospital, Sam and Silas Clay are talking and stuff like that, and he pretty much tells her that he's letting Rafe stay in town temporarily. So she got upset because she was like, you're pretty much loaning him out is what you're doing. He said, you know, you could look at it that way. He's such an arrogant son of a bitch, ain't he? So anyway, Alexis shows up. She got the papers from the doctor about the medications and stuff like that for Danny. And Dr. Clay is looking at it and he said, you know, you don't want to give him any of those medications because he knows a better way. So he tells her a better way to handle, you know, the situation where there's no side effects, there's no nothing. And Alexis gets upset and tells him to butt out and mind his business. He's not, you know, Danny's doctor. Alexis need to shut her ass up because you just need to be quiet. Seriously, Alexis needs to sit down. Ain't nobody asked for your opinion. Shut up. We all know Danny's your grandson and all that. We all know that, but shut the hell up. Nobody asked for your input on a damn thing. Please shut up. She get on my nerves with her little high horse. She need to go sit down. Last time I checked, you were a lawyer, not a doctor. Shut up. If he says he has a better treatment, why not listen to him? Clearly, Sam is not being stubborn. She might not like the son of a bitch, but he is a doctor. He's the one that diagnosed him in the first place. Had it not been for him, they probably wouldn't have known what was going on with Danny in the first place. So show a little bit more gratitude. Like, damn. At least Sam made it clear that she don't like him and she thinks he's an arrogant son of a bitch, but she's still willing to hear him out, which she did, and she's grateful for that. He helped her out a lot. And now Alexis, she comes home more giddy and happy and stuff, and now she's praising Silas Clay, you know, saying that if this treatment works, they're gonna all owe him a big thank you. So yeah, take the stick out your ass and be grateful. Can't stand this bitch. So anyway, Michael is at the park listening to some music on his phone, and he has a flashback of him kissing Kiki. So Carly walks up. He's about to throw the phone, and Carly walks up and wonder what's going on with him, but he says it's nothing, and was asking her about what's going on with her. So, they started talking about the shooting, and she was saying how it was her fault, and he said the only way that it's her fault is if she actually hired a hitman. So, of course, she clearly changed the subject very quickly. And started asking him about, what's going on with him. So he was telling her about the whole Kiki situation and her being a quartermain, and Carly was surprised. And, talking about that whole debacle and stuff like that. So Michael gets a phone call, I guess, from the credit card company telling him about the gambling, I guess, about the credit card, like about the balance or the money or whatever like that on his card. So he, is about to leave to go handle that. And he tells his mother that the shooting was not her fault. So he leaves. And Shawn walks up and tells her it is her fault. So anyway, Kiki and Morgan are at the Quartermain mansion. She's looking at a picture of Michael with AJ and Monica. And Morgan walks in and she, gets startled, and he looks at the picture and wondering why she's looking at a picture of his brother. Is she trying to make him jealous? So then he tells her he was just joking because he knows nothing gonna happen because they're cousins, and that would be disgusting. So he's trying to kiss all up on her. She gets a phone call from her mother. She answers. Her mother's trying to figure out is she okay and stuff like that. And she, accuses her mother of just caring about her ELQ stock and hangs up on her. So, she's eating. Morgan is sitting there on the computer playing gambling poker or whatever, on the online poker. And he gets shut down because of, he ain't got the funds or whatever to continue playing. So they decide to go to the boathouse and stuff like that and go swimming. So they go out, they go swimming or whatever. He tells her to get a bathing suit out of the boathouse. But before he tried to have sex with her inside of the boathouse or whatever like that. Morgan is such a horn dog. Like, seriously, he needs to chill out. Like, what blue pill has he been popping? Seriously. So she's not into it or whatever like that. She don't want to do it. She goes inside the boathouse. He jumps in the water. Michael comes over to the Quartermain mansion yelling for Morgan. He looks inside Morgan's laptop and sees the poker, and he's pissed, and he says Morgan's a dead man. So he walks out to the boat near the boathouse, and Kiki's inside, about to put on her bathing suit. And Michael sees Morgan's shirt on the floor and thinks that Morgan's in the boathouse. So he walks inside of the boathouse, and Kiki has, her top that wasn't fully on, and she dropped her top and she's covering her breast. I'm like, oh wow. What the fuck is wrong with these writers? I hope they not thinking about doing an incest, because that is so disgusting. So Morgan gets out of the pool and he walks in there or whatever like that. Now he's wondering what the fuck is going on. Meanwhile, at the hospital, at the ELQ, Ava's there talking with Duke Lavery, and she introduces herself as Ava Jerome, and he was kind of caught off guard because of the last name Jerome. And he was telling her about Victor, Julian, and Olivia Jerome from back in the day. They were a crime family back in the 80s and stuff. He used to work for them. And she tells him she has no relation to them, but I could tell by her facial expression she lying. She looked like she lying. I could tell by her face. She know. So he told them that he was led to believe that the entire Jerome family were dead. So she went to the office looking for AJ or whatever, and he told her that his girlfriend was a cop, a police commissioner. I hope Duke Lavery do not get mixed up with this bitch. I just hope he don't. Duke, be smart. Don't get hooked up with this whore. Please. She ain't nothing but a money grubbing bitch. Do not get hooked up with her. But I could tell he's on the defensive about her. He don't trust her. I could tell by the way Duke was looking at her. Anyway, at the hospital, Anna was on the phone with Duke and Sonny walked up. So she hung up and he was like, "Are you here to arrest me?" She was like, "No." And he told her, "Well, then get the hell out of here." Sonny need to stop being defensive because that's not good. So Dante told Sonny that he called her to the hospital or whatever, and Sonny goes in to see Olivia and Connie's in there, and Dante's outside talking with Anna, and they come up with a theory that Dante tells her what Lulu saw between Sonny and Carly. So now she's starting to put two and two together, and they're starting to think Sonny and Carly are in on this. They're the ones that ordered the hit, and Shawn was the one that executed the hit. So now they're starting to put the pieces together, and they're like, there was no forced entry into the hotel room, and the camera outside was turned off. And Anna was like, that camera's never turned off. So Dante's like, that's very convenient. So now they know Carly has something to do with it. The fact is all they need to do now is prove it. So Anna wants to talk to Connie and kind of press her for information. So in the hospital room, Olivia finally wakes up out of her coma or whatever. She finally wakes up. Everybody's happy. Sonny and Connie are talking to her. And I could tell by the looks that Connie was giving Sonny and Olivia, she jealous. That bitch jealous, but she ain't got nobody to blame but herself. You're the one that broke up with Sonny, so technically he a free man. He could date Olivia if he want. Even though they're not dating yet. But Olivia, Sonny was like, why did she take that risk knowing that the blood was hers? Why did she take that risk to save him? And Olivia was like, she would do anything for Sonny. And Sonny said he'd never forget that. Connie really got pissed. I could tell that jealousy was just raging on her. So Dante walks in and he was all happy that his mother was awake, and now he's telling her that his goal now is to find out who did this. So anyway, Connie walks out to go get a doctor and stuff like that with her jealous ass. Shawn and Carly are at the park talking. And Carly just wants to sweep this under the rug because she think ain't nobody gonna know. Now, Shawn tells her that Alexis knows, and Carly was pissed because she don't like Alexis, and Alexis don't like her. And Carly was like, "Did you tell her I was the one that put out the hit?" Shawn was like, "No." Alexis thinks Sonny did it. So the reason why she's not going to turn him in is because of, conflict of interest and attorney-client privilege. Because if she turns Shawn in, that's not going to be good for Sonny. Because the cops are going to be looking at Sonny now. So she decides to keep quiet about it or whatever like that. And Shawn told her that doesn't mean he's not going to turn himself in. See, unlike Carly, Shawn got a conscience. Carly is just thinking about herself because she's afraid of going to jail. I'm like, bitch, if you was afraid of going to jail, you should have never ordered the hit. That was your dumb ass fault. You never thought ahead. That was the problem. You shouldn't have did it in the first place, stupid ass. And what she got that hooker outfit on for? You see that outfit Carly got on? I know it's the summertime and whatever like that, but she is 42 years old. You should not be dressing like that. Like you about to go on the street corner or whatever and start tricking. I don't know why she got that outfit on. You was too old to be dressing like that. Like you some damn prostitute. What you dressing like that for? Like you about to go on a stroll and make some money. That's all I'm saying. That's a hooker outfit. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all might not agree, but to me, that's a hooker outfit. I don't give a damn. I ain't changing my mind. I think it's a hooker outfit. And it ain't classy for somebody her age to be wearing that. Did you not see her titties moving around in that shirt? Did she have on a bra? Like, damn. Carly, have some class. You got money now. Have some class. With all those wealthy men that you married, you ought to have some money. Classless ass. She is so tasteless. I swear. Anyway. So she's worried that Anna is going to start putting the pieces together and point to her. I'm like, bitch, Anna already know what it is. Anna already got the pieces together. Anna quickly figured out what was going on. Anna knew from the night Olivia got shot, Carly had something to do with it. She knew it. I could tell by Anna's facial expressions. Anna had a clue about this. And as soon as they talking, Anna walks up. So Carly got that look on her face like, oh, fuck. I'm like, bitch, stop being so obvious. Like, these people are so dumb on this show. Anyway, today's episode was pretty decent. Silas Clay, he didn't get on my nerves as usual. He was funny, though, when he was talking to Sam and he was telling Sam how he thinks Lucy Coe is crazy and that she needs to be institutionalized. He says she needs help. She do. Lucy Coe is crazy. I think the bitch is bugged. Like, she obviously a little unbalanced. But anyway, I'll see all of you tomorrow for Cliffhanger Friday. Have a great day. See you all later.